something that I've often appreciated about the Christmas season is the Christmas light, or indeed the many Christmas lights. And I mean, it sort of gets diluted because the light is turning on. Well, here's the thing: in the local area, we often have a lot of the Christmas lights are being turned on events. And when I was younger, we always used to go to the one down at the church. In fact, I believe we often went with my school. So we'd go and we'd probably sing some flipping carols or something. And we'd see the big Christmas tree at the church get turned on. And it was all very exciting. And it's for that reason, Christmas carols do tend to be a bit nostalgic for me. Just because it reminds me of that time. And that's not the only one, because the Christmas light turning on ceremony has grown into quite the event. It used to be, you'd just go and you'd see the Christmas tree get switched on and that was kind of it. You'd sing some carols probably, or hear other people singing carols, and then you go about your business. Now, it's kind of become a bit of a festival. I remember we went to one not so long ago, last year. I think it was last year. It was in another local town, localish, and they had stalls, and they had music, and they had food, and they had those stupid glowing lightsabers that always seem to show up. You know the ones. You see, it's never clear where they come from. But seemingly every child has some sort of glowing toy that they're waving about. It's quite interesting. They always seem to show up. But anyway, yeah, they always have food. They always have some sort of drinks, and it's all very exciting, and I quite like it. I'm just trying to think. There's one in Huddersfield actually. I'm not going to go to it because it's on a Friday evening, and you know I'm generally busy on Friday evenings. But there's a thing there as well. And thinking about it, there was another thing, and I'm sure it was last month where there was a Christmas light festival. It's all a bit strange. This is what I mean. It kind of gets diluted because it ends up happening before Christmas has even begun, and It's the weird thing of Christmas sort of enlarging and man-spreading over quarter of the year. But anyway, there is one particular memory that I have. Once again, school-related and church-related. I'm trying to remember what the context for this even was, but one Christmas with school, I think it must have just been our whole year group, had to put on a production at the church, and it was essentially us just singing wobbling out a load of carols and things, and demanding our parents come and sit through it. I imagine it's painful for every parent. A proud moment, I'm sure, but still kind of painful because you've got to watch 30 kids bleat out a Christmas song. Yeah. It's just one of those things you got to do, innit? But I've got I can't remember any of the songs that we did, but I can remember the feeling of being there and doing that performance and singing these songs, and it's just, I can't really put it any better than it's just the most nostalgic Christmassy feeling I can think of. I don't know why that event in particular it gives me that festive vibe, but it really does, and I think that was part of the Christmas lights turning on. I mean, maybe my parents can remember it better, and I shall have to ask them when I next see them, see if they even remember it. But I certainly do. Anyway, yes, Christmas lights, always very exciting, and it's always a nice community thing, isn't it? It's always held by the community. It's not like this. I mean, I don't know what it's like elsewhere in the country or elsewhere in the world. It might be a massive, dirty corporate thing elsewhere, but here it's always been this nice community thing, and it's always, you know, the food in the stalls. It's always local businesses running them, and it's a great way to give a little back. Anyway, that's Christmas lights. please, if you've been to any Christmas light ceremonies that are particularly memorable, then please share them below, because I'm very interested to hear about it. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ow. There's force, and then there's force.